Hey guys, how the fuck are we all doing? Today I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of a different video. It's not going to be the usual RuneScape related video, even though it does tend to have something to do with RuneScape in the sense of it will boost your PC to play RuneScape a lot better. Today I'm just going to be looking at building basic protection for your PC and also boosting PC performance. Now this will work on PCs, laptops, notebooks, anything that you can install these programs to. Anything you can do these tweaks to, they will work on your PC, laptop, whatever. You know, you get the gist. First of all, I'm just going to say I take no responsibility in if you fuck any of this up. So if you go and mess your PC up or it breaks down or whatever, it's your own fault. If you do everything I tell you in this video, step by step, nothing will happen to your PC. There's going to be an advanced bit at the end of this video, but it'll be labelled advanced. If you know nothing about PCs, please don't go to that section. That's like the little bit more that I'm not fully sure on, but I've played with. Like everything I'm teaching you now is through trial and error, and this is all the stuff that's passed, then it's safe to use. The advanced bit is the slight grey area where it might not actually be boosting your PC performance in the way that you want it to. It might have shut down something wrong, I don't know, but you guys will be able to see that later on. As I said, today I'm just going to be looking at combating viruses and giving your PC or whatever a basic defense to start from. Now I've got to clear this up here. Any of the brands that I mentioned today, any of the names, I'm not taking no corporate sponsors, I'm not taking nothing like that. This isn't advertisement, this is me giving you some information, some knowledge on how to boost your PC. Then I'll be teaching you how to clean your PC, and last it will obviously be boosting your PC's performance. As I said, this will work on all of your PCs, laptops, notebooks. The reason why I've done this video is because I used to have a really shit laptop, and I know what it's like to play on crap basically, and try, especially if you like developing things on websites, Photoshop, whatever. You'd need sometimes to have a slightly better computer than you've already got. Now you can do that. Also, I know it's coming up to Christmas and a lot of people are obviously going to want new laptops or PCs. Well, wouldn't it be nicer, because obviously your mums and dads are feeling the pinch, everybody is, if you could, instead of them when they say to you, oh, you can't have a laptop this year, you can either have a laptop or a phone or whatever, you can just go, oh, do you know what, I fixed my laptop or I fixed my PC to a standard in which you can just wait until your birthday. Do you know what I mean? Like, gives you a bit of extra time. So yeah guys, it's going to be broken up into 3 sections. I hope you guys enjoy. Right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is find out what your PC is actually running on. So if you've got Vista or Windows 7, you're going to come over to Start, Computer, and then at the top click System Properties. And it'll bring up this screen. Now this will tell you everything from what you're using, so for instance Windows Vista on a Service Pack 2, and then it'll say processor, which for mine's a 2.16 GHz Intel Pentium, and for memory I've got 3 GB worth of RAM. You do the exact same thing almost on an XP machine. So if you've got Windows XP, you just go to Start, Control Panel, and inside Control Panel it will have a system like this down in the corner, and it will open this as well. Once you know what you're running on, you know how far you can boost your PC. All I can say is if you're running under 1 GB or 1.2 GHz worth of as your processor speed, you need to upgrade your PC. It's getting to the stage now where the specs that I have right now are sort of the new 512, if you get what I mean. It's the new 512 MB RAM. It's shit. I would much rather go and get a proper gaming PC, but I haven't got the money at the moment. Oh, and please ignore the fact that I'm using my sister's PC, that's what it says Ashley. So once you know what you're running, you know how far you can boost, and as I said, if you're like 512 MB and 1.2 GHz processor, you need to go out and spend like $30, $40 on your PC, and just put them extra bits into it. That's the only cost thing that I can say that will really actually significantly improve your PC. So the first thing you're going to want to do after all that is find yourself an antivirus. The best one I've found is Avast. It's a free one, or Avast, however you say it. It's a free one that does basic protection for your PC. Now the reason why I say Avast over AVG, which is another well-known antivirus, is because AVG is a real resource hog. Avast you can have run quietly in the background. It updates its virus definitions like daily. It's a really good antivirus in my opinion. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the avast.com website. The link will be in the description, and you're going to go for home at the top of the page. Once that comes up, you're going to download the free version. Now with all these options, you obviously, with everything you download today, you're going to have the option to buy its premium package. Now if you've got the money, there's, in my opinion, better antiviruses you can go and pay for than these. These are good for basic protection. So obviously if you've got the money to spend, you probably wouldn't be watching my video, you'd probably get a tech guy to do it for you. But you know, if you've got the money, definitely look at buying an antivirus elsewhere. If you have a look on cnet.com, it'll give you a really good list of products to buy. I'm not too sure about the Pro for antivirus Avast. Once you're here, you're going to want to download it, so just click this link right here. And obviously it's their marketing scam. No, you don't want to upgrade, you just want free protection. Once here, you're going to click this here, which is on CNET, and you're going to download it. Once you've downloaded and installed it, it's really easy to install. You just install it into your C drive and program files. You might have to restart your PC. But as soon as you've installed it, you're going to come down to maintenance, and you're going to click update engine and virus definitions. Now what this will do is it will scan its server, which is back at obviously the Avast headquarters, whatever you call it, and that holds all the definitions. See, mine's already up to date because obviously I do mine quite regularly. I have downloaded 2 files though, but that was probably just the packages to say what files I needed. Yours might take a little bit longer the very first time you do it, but obviously make sure you update daily. Next, you're going to want to update your program, but considering you've just downloaded it, you 9 times out of 10 will have the latest program today. See, mine might not be, and this can take several minutes depending on obviously how good your PC is. If you, like now, I don't think I've got anything to update. It will just fly by in about 30 seconds. Yep. Oh, it is updating something. It's a good thing I've done it now. I think I didn't do that earlier. Oh, it's already up to date, don't worry. Right, so the very first time you run this, if you've got a slow PC, you're definitely going to want to scan your computer. Now you can either do quick scans, full system scans, or if you've got like a USB or something, you can scan that to make sure nobody's put any ghoulies on that. And also you can select specific folders to scan. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a full system scan, which will look for all hard disk errors, rootkits, basically everything. This can take quite a while. When you start it, it'll come up in a bar like this and tell you how many files it's processing per minute. Now this will take a while. This could take up to 30 minutes depending on how much you've got on your PC. I think the longest I've ever seen anyone's take was about 3 hours, and that was because he had nearly a terabyte worth of hard drive to scan through, so obviously it takes longer. But I'm just going to stop mine because obviously I'd only done that not too long ago. You can do boot time scans. That's from the moment you boot, it will check the operating system files and drivers to make sure that there's no ghoulies or horrible things in there. You can also check your scan logs to see if you've got viruses or anything like that, and as you can see, it checks every single file on your computer. Now you can put real-time shields on. The real-time shields will show whether or not you're infected. So when you're doing things on your computer, this will go up and down. I can't actually get it to do it at the moment because it's vidding and it will fuck up. I know it will. I've already tried it twice. If you suddenly get an infected file, this will go up and down to show obviously that you've got an infected file. Now this will check a number of things. As you can see, you just can activate them all down the left hand side. Last additional thing you can use is the auto sandbox. Now if you ever download anything, a lot of people download torrents, open it in this setting, because what this will do is it will open a specific and new part of your hard drive and use it as a test facility, where it won't actually allow it to install itself on the computer. It actually installs itself in a fake sort of server. It's really good. It's caught a few viruses of mine that I've nearly installed, and usually Trojans and keyloggers. So the next thing you're going to want to do, once you've got your antivirus set up and you've done your scan, is restart your computer. The reason why is because you want all the effects to take place. And then sometimes it's best to double scan. Especially if you've had like 7 or 8 viruses appear, sometimes you want to make sure they're definitely off your computer by doing a second scan. However, if you end up with a virus that just will not let you scan, this has happened to me before, Google, because that's what I had to do. It took me about 7 hours to fix, and in the end I reformatted it. So yeah, 7 hours wasted to a reformat, and I probably could have fixed it another way, but I'm not too tech savvy on that as much. So the next thing you're going to want is Zone Alarm. It's a firewall, and I've been using it for about 6 years now. And again, just come to the link in the description, www.zonealarm.com, and download its free version. Now once you've downloaded it, I'll just quickly show you. Go to download. You don't want to upgrade, so all you do is click there and download it. Now once you've downloaded and installed it, you obviously might have to restart your computer. It happens. This will open, and this will stop. It will block dangerous websites for a start, so you can't get phished. Only if the site's already been reported though. And it will also act as a firewall, which blocks hacker access to your PC obviously. Now I have everything turned up to almost higher. My anti-phishing is on. You can activate it through there, and you can put program control, so you can set different types of things on. You can also put an internet lock on, so if you think your PC is being tapped into, you can lock your internet out so people can't actually get to your PC physically. This will tell you all of the alerts of things that have asked for permission. Now what will happen the very first time you install this is you'll get quite a few pop-ups asking you, do you accept this? Now when you see ones like this, Google Mail, SwiftKit, Avast, you know they're legit. It will say the link and what it's trying to get to. Accept those ones. But if you see a dodgy one, for instance, these ones were blocked. Any srvov.ysm. I don't know what that's for. I don't know where it's going. So my firewall's blocked it from being allowed to send packets in or out from this IP. So this will stop your PC from being hacked. As it says in the description, Zone Alarm, free firewall, because antiviruses aren't always enough. This will stop you from getting phished. Well, it will stop you from getting ratted, semi-ratted. Next, you're going to want to set up, you're going to want to download Malwarebytes. Now Malwarebytes, as people have already said in forums and stuff, is basically an antivirus anyway, but it targets specific viruses. It's different to an antivirus. It's actually better to use it as an accompanying to of antivirus. So like I've got Avast as my main antivirus. Now Malwarebytes is going to be sitting on the sidelines ready to eat sort of like any of the little bits that Avast misses. Again, just download it from this link. I'll put it in the description. It's malwarebytes.com, and you can download it just by going and clicking, sorry, I will find it for you. Yeah, you click it on the right hand side here. You can download now. That will give you a free version. You can obviously buy a up-to-date version if you want. Now I'm not 100% sure if I've got Malwarebytes installed at the moment. No, I haven't, but it's really easy to use. It's very similar to Avast. Just make sure you update the virus definition. It's the base, and then set it for a scan, see where it picks up, and set it for a full scan as well. You want to check the PC for everything that it can throw at it. Again, if you know that it's the virus, because it will stop Malwarebytes from scanning. If it does that, then obviously you're going to have to consult a proper IT tech, just to sort of solve the problem for you. Next, to stop yourself from being phished, because at the moment there's a hell of a lot of that's not a word, but still, there's a lot of phishing emails going about on RuneScape. I do have one on my other account, but I'm not going to show you because you've all seen them. But it sends the email through jagex. not Hotmail, gmail.com. So my best bet, your best bet anyway, is to come over to Gmail. A lot of people use Hotmail, but just for RuneScape alone, set up a Gmail account, and oh no, my password don't work on here. Oh no, I'm not going to show you that. But the only difference between this and Hotmail is that Gmail basically filters out the spam for you. It will show you in the description that it's not actually from Jagex. So yeah, update to a Gmail account, even if it's just for your RuneScape. Now, what you're going to want to do is clean your system up. So that's getting rid of all the shit that's in your computer, cookies, caches, or the cache, whatever you call it. All the different bits inside of the computer needs to be cleaned, because over time it accumulates and fucks your PC up. So you're going to want to come to Piriform. This is called CCleaner, and this is going to clean everything. So you can either download this for PC or Mac. Just look to see obviously which one you've got to download. Link will be in the description as always, and download it. Now this will come as the most up-to-date one. Again, as I said before, you can buy the pro version or you can stick with the free version. The basically way it is, I'd stick to the free version. Premium version, which is the business edition, really unless you own a business, it's not really worth having. So once you get to this stage, you're going to want to either download from FileHippo or Piriform. It makes no difference, just click on the links and follow it until you've downloaded it. Then you'll want to come and bring it up. So now it will list all of your version for starters, which will automatically update anyway, because when you're updating you want everything ticked. And it will update, it will list what your PC is actually running, a lot like what we saw in the system earlier. Now this will show for all Windows XP, Vista and 7. Now what you want to do is you want to clear quite a lot of the information on your computer, especially if you've got a lot of shit stuck there. So just go through the list and you can pick and choose which ones you want to get rid of. Now the more you try to get rid of, obviously the longer it takes. If you just try and get rid of temporary internet files, history and cookies, that's going to be a lot quicker than if I want to do everything. Now with applications, I'd suggest actually clearing all of it. Unless you've got saved passwords that you can't remember or saved form information, then by all means leave that. But other than that, just clear the lot of it. It will clear things like bookmarks and things like that as well, so just be wary of what you're actually doing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, pork chops for dinner, that was sick. Right, next you want to clear all the stuff in Windows. So you're going to clear all your Internet Explorer, Windows Explorer, system, just go through and see which ones you want to get rid of, desktop shortcuts, things like that. Start menu shortcuts are these, what you get inside here, the little pin-ups. Then you've got advanced, so you can get rid of all the old prefetch, so that's all the old stuff that your computer's got stored in its data banks to go and receive basically old commands that are not used. You can get rid of a lot of this. It's not these three. Sometimes people want to get rid of the environmental path, user assist and things like that, but it makes no difference. The only thing you might want to do is wipe your free space. Now if you wipe this, as it says here, wiping free space will significantly increase the amount of time the cleaning takes. It does recommend you leave this disabled for normal usage, but if you want to do a complete scrub down, this will take about 40 minutes, but it will get rid of a lot of crap that's on your computer. Now once that's done, it will say over here how long it's going to take. I'll just quickly show you one right now. You can analyze it to see how much obviously you're going to save. So it'll do a quick scan now. It is usually a lot quicker than this. It's because of the fact that I've got Camtasia on at 30 frames per second. It's kinda lagging up a little bit. Ironic really. But yeah, there you go, see. I was going to say, this usually does not take this long. So wait until it gets to 100% and it'll tell you, it'll analyse how much you have to save. So the analyse only took 34 seconds and it reckons I can save 300 megabytes that can be removed, and that will clear everything, cache, whatever you call it. And then all you do is run the cleaner itself. You do check for updates, the same with all your antiviruses. Check daily if you can. Have them set on auto update so that way they will just check whilst you're asleep or whatever. Now you can uninstall things with this. So again, this will get rid of you can go through your programs list and get rid of anything you don't need. So like if you just flick through, for instance, I don't always use the MP3 Rocket toolbar, that's just sitting there wasting space. So I can run the installer and it will uninstall the product for me. Now again, this could take several minutes at several moments, obviously, depending on what you're doing. When you're video recording, it's not the best thing to be doing. Right. And also you can choose what starts at startup. This is advanced. Only play with this if you know what you're doing. You can do a system restore. Basically, you can restore from all your system restore points that you've made throughout, holding your from starting. Sorry, your what are they called? Your operating system. See here, Windows Update and checkpoints have all been scheduled, and it will also show you what's been installed and give you sort of an idea of what's messing up your computer. You can also do a drive wiper, which will literally erase the contents or free space on a drive. So basically, yeah, it will just clean your drive. This is a good tool, but you need to know what you're doing, because right now this is going to show loads of errors. Believe me, this is checking your registry. Now what a registry is, it's like I think the only way I can really describe this is it's like the police station, and it kind of tells everybody, like the police officers, where to go to look for stuff. I don't know why I even use that analogy, it's shit, but like, yeah, it's like the links. It's hard to explain, don't worry. But yeah, you can fix all these issues. What I always suggest you do is back up your registry before you do it. So when you go and click fix selected issues, you save it like that, and you fix all selected issues. And now there's 172 of them, so obviously that could take a few seconds to process, and it's done. So they're just a few things that can help. Obviously, settings, you can run CC Cleaner when the computer starts. Obviously, automatically check for updates as well. Secure deletion, normal deletion is faster, but if you do a secure deletion, it means that there's nothing left. There will be nothing left, because what tends to happen is when you uninstall a program, it leaves shelves, it leaves empty shelves there that says this has been here. But you can do a very complex overwrite, which will go over it 35 times before it sort of like says no, that's enough. It can also do clusters. It does different things. The best thing I can say is, if you're going to start using this properly and you want to use it professionally kind of thing, just go and have a look on the cccleaner.com website, and there's a forums there, I think, where you can find out all this sort of stuff. Now you can also add cookies to delete. Now it automatically has a database of what it should delete and what it shouldn't delete, and these are all the cookies that it will delete, and these are all the cookies that it will leave. So yeah, you can just go through all of them and it will show you what ones it's deleted. Now this will include custom files to delete and what files you don't want to be touched. At the end you can also set advanced settings for it, which is again only for advanced users only, where it can show you more information. You can hide warning messages, but again that's not good, because you're installing this stuff to let you know when things are going wrong. So yeah, that's basically the breakdown of CCleaner. You can also use it any other time once it's installed on your PC. So like if you want to get rid of things out of your waste bin, you can click run CCleaner and it will get rid of it all for you, a lot more better than how Microsoft usually do. So we've already done antiviruses, we've done the cleaning process. Now I'm going to show you how to boost your PC. Now IObit are probably the leading developers in content that can actually really boost your PC, because the thing with most of these programs that say we can boost your PC for you, they don't work. Now IObit have Game Booster, which is one of the best performance enhancers for a computer for games, and you can also get different ones. Now I would say just come and have a look for yourselves, because there's a free download for everything. That includes Advanced System Care, which deals with a few things, not just the one. You can get iObit Toolbox, an uninstaller, which you've already got in CCleaner anyway. You can also get a malware fighter, but because you've got Malwarebytes installed, don't ever add 2 of them because they conflict and causes a lot of problems. You can also get a protected folder. It's a folder that has a password on it. So if I'm not saying I agree with it, but some people do. If you're sharing accounts and you've got, say, your password written down on a notepad document, you can stick it in this folder and nobody can access it. Even if your computer gets hijacked, unless they keylog you at the same time, they're not going to know what your password is. And I think it's a lot like the password in Runescape as well, where you can enter it on the screen. So there is actually no way of being keylogged for it unless there's like they've got video of you, like you've been ratted. But all of this should help you stay away from being ratted. You won't get phished. You'll stay safe. Anyway, back to where I was. So you're going to download Game Booster from here. It's a really small download. It'll take about 2 minutes at the very most. And then once you've installed it, you'll get this. So open it up. Now mine's already boosted, so I'm going to restore it and show you how to actually configure this, because this is kind of complicated. Now again, there's an advanced side of this and there's the normal side of it. I'm just going to cover the normal side of it. For the advanced people, you'll see what I mean. There's things here where you can shut down services that Windows tries to use. Now shutting down services will give you an extra bit of memory because they do soak up memory, but what you have to remember is a lot of them services are there for a reason, and if you turn one off, you may well find that you've buggered up a whole sort of network of system services. So what you're going to do is when it starts, you're going to come to configure, and it's going to show you all the unnecessary services. So you can just go through here one by one, turning on and off which ones you want to turn off. Now I have most of mine turned off, but don't copy this because everybody's PCs run different depending on what you've got attached to them. So if you put these settings on, you might find your printer doesn't work no more. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that happening. So leave unnecessary services alone. It will have some automatically checked for you, so just leave it with the ones that are already checked. The one you want to go to is processes, because this is where you can come and shut down different things. For instance, my Ask Updater, I can shut that down. Vero Update, I can shut that down. TC Help, which is a TechSmith, I can shut that down. And here it says how unnecessary it is for gaming. For instance, all of this it sees as being unnecessary. You can click these. You want to leave Windows Defender alone. You can click these one by one and apply the changes and then boost your PC. Now if you find things don't work, just unboost your PC and unclick what you've actually clicked and then find out which one's causing the problem. It's a bit of a trial and error here, so you might find, you know, if I click this for instance, I won't be able to get onto SwiftKit like RuneScape because it will shut it down every time it opens. So if I boost, I'm not going to be able to get on RuneScape, so I'd have to unboost and then come back and then unclick that, and then it would work. It's exactly the same for if you mess anything else up. Now you can also get rid of non-Windows services, but be careful with this because some of this may contain driver info, so you might find your speakers don't work. But if you've got a Vero PC or a Toshiba or something like that, you might find you've got a lot of what I've got, and that's fucking crap that they install when you very first get the PC. It's factory built. You can never get rid of that unless you get a Vista disk and reformat that way, because what you end up doing is with them PCs, I know it's going off subject but you need to know, is you'll reformat your PC pressing F8, and instead of it restoring just Vista, it will restore a number of things. So yeah, that causes complications. So just go through the list, see what you don't need, see what you do need. For instance, Realtek is quite common, leave that alone because it's an audio service, and X audio service, obviously. It's got a nice little description going down the right. Most things are described, so that's handy. Last thing is just others. Oh, yeah, there it is. And that's like different things that you can ask it to do. Now you can ask it to set, say if you're playing RuneScape, you can ask it to set everything else, every other performance that is asking the computer for feed. What will happen is it will set it to low priority, so that way your game stays at the very highest priority. It will also enable your game power solution, so it will set all your gaming up, because what you'll find is some computers don't give you the full amount of power because they're trying to conserve energy, but most people have laptops plugged straight into the electrics anyway, so it makes no difference. You can also launch the game on a desktop. That's more for if you're playing things like Combat Arms, etc. Never ever click to get rid of Explorer, because that's what everything runs on. That is what Explorer is, basically what you're looking at now. Never get rid of that. That's all I can say. Never get rid of that. Clear your RAM. That will give you it'll free up physical memory, so it'll allow you to sort of boost your computer just that little bit more. So here I can just click apply, and there's a few other bits I'll quickly show you before I boost. You can do tweaks, and these are all the things. If you just go down the list and click them, you can customize the value. Now if you go on the forums at IOBit and submit your PC specs and etc., you can have somebody do this for you. Someone, if you ask nicely, someone will do it for you, and you can usually import someone else's settings, which is alright. Again, there's an expert mode and there's the non-expert mode, which just says your computer's already boosted. Just when you very first come on here, make sure you have expert mode off and boost everything that's on the list. You can also diagnose, which will basically analyze your PC, and this will give you a full diagnosis report of your computer. It will basically tell you everything you need to know about it, from memory to what type of DirectX you've got to everything. If you submit this to the IOBit forums, they'll be able to tell you what's actually killing your computer if it's running really slowly and has higher RAM. It's a really good tool, it really is. You can upload, you can export it, and you can copy it, and it's a great tool to use in being able to find out what's going on in your computer. The last thing is defragging. Now defragging can take a very long time usually, but if you've got a game that you install, you can defrag its carja, etc., so that it frees up space, it doesn't lag so much. You just do that by dragging and dropping your game into here. It doesn't work with Runescape, but you can do it differently. I'll show you in a sec. And then just hit defrag. So once you're ready, you can obviously come to settings over here on the right hand side and set different things. If you know how to set proxies, you can set proxies. You can check for updates every time this starts. And then as soon as you're ready, just click start boost. Takes a little while. Come on, there we go. And as you can see, that was my performance before, and it's been enhanced by 46%, so I've got another half out of my PC, as well as all the other tweaks that I've just got extra strength out of. It will automatically close down to your taskbar, and whenever you want to get back to it, you just double click it and it will come back, and you can hit restore. For the RuneScape players, you probably want to know this. The best thing to do, if you can't be bothered to download the new Java for the update coming tomorrow, just download the game client. The game client is really good, except for sometimes on some PCs like mine, you get white screens a fucking hell of a lot. This has everything installed in it. It's got the Java in it, it's got the code in it, it's got everything. It doesn't have to be run on a web browser. It's just a standalone game client, and again you can find that in the link in the description. It's on the RuneScape website. So that means right now your computer should be running the best it's probably running in a long time. If it's not, there's one last thing you can do. XP, Vista and Windows 7, you can all do this. Just go to all programs, scroll up and go to accessories, and then you want to go to system tools for I think all of them, and you can do, where are you, disk defragment, and this will look at your disk. Now what a disk defragment is, mine will automatically do it. What a disk defragment does is it defrags the hard drive. Now what a defrag is over a course of time your computer moves files about, and it starts taking the long way round. Instead of driving in a straight line, it drives sort of like all around the back of the houses to get the files. When you defrag, you're reclustering all the files, and it will move all the files it can't move. It will push to the beginning and they'll stay there. and all the files they can move get slotted in between. The only unmovable files you should have are Windows system files. The files that they have to be there all of the time. There's no two ways about it. So guys, it's a long video, I know, but I hope this has really helped you guys, because it really will boost your game performance. It will boost your PC performance as well. I will be releasing more tutorials like this, probably a few on how to actually get rid of a few of the badder bugs. I will actually infect my laptop and get rid of them, and show you guys how you actually get rid of them. They are really hard to kill, so yeah. Anyway guys, it would be really nice if you could obviously like, favourite or comment, and obviously subscribe, because that's what I make these videos for, guys. It's to build the community and obviously share with you guys the videos that I create. So guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.